Man, I'm glad fights are back on now. Uh, UFC 249 was awesome. Uh, as far as my predictions, I think I was 4-5. Yeah, 4-5. Uh, can't believe Cejudo retired after beating Dominic Cruz. He earned it though, cause he had like a lifetime of competition up to this point in his life, and to retire on top, and that's no guarantee in this sport. And most guys, they don't they don't quit. They don't know when to quit. Chuck Liddell's a prime example. Anderson Silva seems to be on that path, and for sure, BJ Penn, he's on that path. You could say the same for so many others. Um, maybe the only other guy who had that I can recall so far who has done that is George St. Pierre. You know, regardless of what you thought of the Hendricks fight, he got the win. He retired for a few years, came back, fought Bisbing, won the middleweight championship, then retired again. If he stays retired, then you can say now that he has the second best career. As for the main event, it was awesome. Gaethje did his thing. He dominated Tony. No one's, you know, I almost said no one saw that coming. And I know there were quite a few people that you're saying they had a feeling about that. You know, uh, I didn't see it coming, but I probably should have a little. Or what I'm trying to say is, what I probably should have seen is the improvements in Gaethje, like that he's getting better every fight, and this fight just proved it. He was calm. He was picking his shots better, and he showed. I know his power had a lot to do with it, but he showed a game plan versus Tony Ferguson. Clean boxing and taking angles to be defensively responsible. Every time he threw that right hand on Tony, you saw him step to that same side, step to his right, slide that left foot in, and then throw the left hook after. I mean, just landing shot after shot, and those leg kicks as well. Leg kicks were a huge factor. Slowed Tony down. And the fact that Gaethje hit so hard, and first of all, the fact that Tony took all those shots, I mean, it really showed what kind of chin he has. And he earned the title shot against Khabib. So that's a fight I can't wait for whenever that comes up. I'm glad I was wrong about the Bryce and Rosa fight. As a fan of Bryce, he's shown he's definitely shown he's dangerous on the ground for anybody at 145, except maybe Kron Gracie, but or Ryan Hall. So I was that was awesome to see. He's got some improvements to make. I think because it's not going to be that easy to get a shot in on somebody. Be you have to throw more offense, more setups, as he climbs up the rankings. But it's a great win for Bryce. The Ngannou fight was it was awesome. Ngannou just said once he once he started gaining ground, and as the fence was coming, he just said to Jarzinho, "Man, hold my left hand for me," and he just started he just started swinging, and eventually that left hook landed, and that's all it took. It was a great night. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad Donald Cerrone didn't get dismantled. That one, I watched it back earlier, and I'm thinking maybe Donald did enough in that fight, but I'd have to watch it. I'd have to watch it with a different set of eyes, I think, because it at the end of the day it was a close fight. So uh, you could probably argue either way. All in all, I'm just glad fights are back. As for this week, I'm gonna make predictions for the fights I'm most interested in. I'm probably probably at the end of the week. This coming up weekend, probably Sundays, something around like what I'm doing now. Just recap both events as one video. Um, Thank you for watching my content. If you watch this video and you have anything to any input, leave it in the comments below. I got a bunch more content on this channel. I've covered this event and some of the news that has surrounded it I've already covered it, and I've got a bunch more content coming. So we'll see you around.